Hey everyone, welcome back to SAP Learning Studio. If you are here new, this is the place where we break down SAP and ABAP development in simple practical way. So smash that subscribe button and let's get into it. So today we are going to talk about something that every SAP developer uses, but not everyone truly understands, that is number range objects. By the end of this video, you'll know what they are, why we need them, and exactly how to create it in ABAP Cloud. Even if you are working on a trial account, I've got a workaround, so stick around. So let's understand what is a number range object and why do we need it. So a number range object, imagine you are building a custom application in SAP, maybe a purchase order system, and you want to run ID trackers on it. And for every record to create a unique ID, you can't have two purchase orders with the same number, right? So you could try manually managing by using a query in the table, finding the maximum number and adding one to it, but that's a disaster, like waiting to happen. And in the system where multiple users are hitting the database at the same time, you'll get duplicate conflicts and the data integrity issue. That's exactly where number range objects come in. So now let's quickly create a number range object. The step one is to create a package. So click on ABAP package and I'll name it as number range. And I'll click on next. Under the super package, add Z local and click on next. Click on next. And then we click on finish. So the prerequisite to create a number range object is having a domain. So for the first thing which we will do is we will create a domain for a number range object. So right click on your package, click on new, click on other ABAP repository object and search for domain, and I'll name it as number range domain and click on finish. For my object, I used a domain type as NUMC. I'll use as numeric and let's give the length as 10 and the output length as 10 as well. So this will be a fixed length and it will be easy to work with. And now click on activate. Once this is activated, come back to your package, right click, click on new, go to other ABAP repository objects and search for number range. Click on number range, click on next, and I'll name it as znum range and click on next. Okay. And click on finish. So we have to give a meaningful name for a number range object, and here it will ask you number length domain. So you have to give the domain which you have created. Simply copy it and paste it, hit on enter and activate it. So this defines the data type and length of the number that will be generated. So we have given the domain property and we have used our domain. and the next step is saving and activating it. So once we activate it, now here comes the most interesting part, the trial account workaround. Now here we are where things are getting interested is, if you are on a trial account like me, you will notice that you don't have access to the Fiori apps to configure the number range intervals directly, and that's a known limitation. But don't worry, I have got a workaround for it. We can do it entire setup programmatically using a small ABAP class. Let me paste the code and walk you through the code. So I have created a sample class. Let's create our class. Right click on your package, click on new, click on ABAP class, and give the class name, give a meaningful name. I'll name it as ZCL number underscore range 2, and this class will help us to create a number range. And let's add an interface, if OOADT class run. So this will help you to run your class in the console. Click on next and click on finish, and I'll go and paste our code snippet, and I'll copy the number range object which we have created over here, and I'll put it here under the constants, and I'll activate my code. So let me break down everything for you. So this class is called as ZCL number underscore range 2, and it implements the if OOADT class run. I'll just zoom in, and which basically tells this if OOADT class run. So this basically tells your console to run it directly from ADT. Think it of as our main method, and we have one constant object which we have declared over here, and this holds the number range object. We have two methods. One method is create number range and one is draw number. So these both are using the standard methods, and in this setup it calls the CL underscore number range intervals create to define the interval for our number range. And here's the setting which we are using. So the interval number is 01. So this is the interval number, and from number is 1000 and to number is 1999, and this ID is set as I, meaning is internal. So SAP will automatically manage the numbering. And the second method which we are having is draw number. So what this draw number does is, every time you call this method, it calls the CL number range runtime, and we have a method called as number get, and this will hand back you to the next available unique number from the number range. You also get a return code. If you see, we have a return code. We will get as 0, meaning everything is fine. 1 means you are getting close to the upper limit. 2 means the number range is exhausted. Both these values get printed to the console, so you can see exactly what is happening. So the first thing which you need to do is, first you need to create a number range. So I will be commenting the draw number first, as we do not have to draw a number. First we have to create a number range, and then we will start drawing a number out of it. And I'll activate. Once your program is activated, click on run application as console and click on OK. So if you see, it shows you a console message. If you see this message, meaning your number range is being successfully created. Now let's test it drawing a number. So since we do not have any number, we have to check what would be the next number. So I'll comment the create number range object and I'll activate it first. Once this is activated, to test, again we need to run this as an ABAP application in console, and you see the first number is 10000. So if you see this number, so it has drawn our first number, meaning our number range object is successfully being created and it is generating the number. So the flow is very simple. Run the create number range first and then call the draw number as many times as you need, and so on. So each time it guarantees a unique number. That's power of this framework. And there is another proper way when you have a full system and not a trial version as I am having. So if you have a full SAP system and not a trial, so here's a proper production way to set it up for each intervals. First thing, you need to log in into your customizing system, and there is an application called as number range intervals, and you see this is available only for public cloud application, and you need to search, select the version, and you need to get this app. The app ID for this is F4290, or simply you can search for number range intervals. I'll add a link for this as well. And you have to go to this application and there will be a tab. You just have to click on create and define your numbers, that is like 01, set your lower limit and set your upper limit and save. So that's the clean and simple, no code needed for this particular setup. And that's a wrap up for number range objects in cloud. So to quickly give a recap, we covered today is what is the number range, why we need it, how to create a number range object using ADT, using a code, and we also seen what is the standard Fiori app approach for the full system. In the next video, we are going to see how to actually use this number range inside a real application. So you do not want to miss that one. I'll be dropping the full code on the GitHub and I'll give the link in the description below. So make sure you grab that. If this video helped you out, like, share and subscribe. It genuinely helps this channel grow and motivates me to keep putting out the content like this. I'll see you in the next video. Happy coding. Thank you.